With a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Welcome back to the level 99 routes of Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy. This is the third and final route as far as this series is concerned, but realistically this is probably the one you're meant to do first. I just saved it for last in my recording pipeline because all of the matches in here are also level 99 matches in Chrono Stone, so we're going to start having some overlap. And to celebrate that, I thought we should have a little more overlap actually with Chrono Stones because I wanted to try and experiment a little bit more with my team for these particular matches to keep the variety high. And to start with, I'm going to keep the changes minor. We will be experimenting with some new strikers, I'm sure, as it goes along. But for now, the thing I'm most happy with in my level 99 team is probably my defensive lineup, because Xavier is a fantastic shot blocker. His block is only 202 and his singular move is Asterox, which isn't even that strong, but it seems to be good enough, which basically says we can try other defenders and they should generally work. We've also got lots of block on Soundtown after he was proving slightly weaker, and Pants hasn't gotten to do much since she was added to the formation, but she is there, primed and proper should we need it. Goldie is somebody who is also extremely good with her block stat and access to long shots and all of that. But we've used her enough, I think. So it is time, after a very long time... Oh, hang on. How do we do... No, don't dismiss her. Organize. Click. Swap. Why can't I... Swap member? Right. How was I supposed to tell the difference between swap and swap member? That's the same thing. It's like when you're trying to learn a new move in Pokemon, or decline learning a new move, rather, and both of the words mean the same thing. We're going to try Prezari. So apparently I have already unlocked her ability to use a fighting spirit, but I haven't given her one yet. She's got Obliteration in defensive moves, which is plenty good enough. We haven't leveled it up at all, but it's there. She's got some cheaper stuff in Mystifying Mist and Heartbeat as well. She's got the Shot Blocker's skill, but no moves to take advantage of it. She's got no Mixie Max, and I can't really be bothered fixing that, to be quite honest, because that would mean going to a different map. But let's make sure she has some kind of shot blocking move. Do we want shot blocking, or do we want... well, shot blocking as in weaken the ball, or do we want shot blocking as in kick the ball back? Her kick stat is not that great, and the foul rate on Obliteration is actually really bad in this game. I'd forgotten about. So maybe some... If we go to skills and try to make her foul a bit less often, actually... or she could commit more fouls. Oh, actually, she could just have Charm Up, couldn't she? Because Charm Up works on both female players and male players now, but you... No, I've got that wrong. It can be used by male players and female players now, but it works only on male players. So it helps to have on everyone. In fact, if I've got it, I should just pick someone to... It doesn't seem like I do actually have a Charm Up. I've got a Cool Up, but that only boosts in duels with female characters. Well, let's have a think. We'll give her at least something from out of here. I have had a lot of comments requesting that I make more use of big moves, and that is totally fair. It's no spirit big moves, but big moves by itself is still really, really useful, and I do have 3 of them to give out, and to be honest, quite a lot of slots to make use of it. Blocking Boss sounds good if I want to avoid just having a duel altogether. Sure, let's give her that. I don't think I'm going to give her a long shot because, I mean, we saw what happened when I gave Terry a long shot. It's time to stop that particular strategy, well, at least where level 99s are concerned. Her dribble move sucks, but I'm just going to kind of hope that I don't ever need it, I think. And I believe I want to give her some kind of long shot. The tower would look nice. It's also a high foul ratio move. I believe I have it on Bylong, but I haven't really been using him on screen because he's just been a Mixie-Max target instead. High Rise Hop is something that she had in a previous series, right? Or did I just give it to Goldie? But no real advantage to it. Ambush would be funny. But yeah, it's got to be something with a B over it for me to really consider it. Much as we do have 0 gravity now to go for the strongest stuff we've got available. Scorching Skydive, that feels like it should have shot blocking abilities, but it just doesn't for some reason. Wow, she could be the most direct Goldie replacement ever and just have Goopy Gloopy Goo. Why is Gravel Gavel not... They're so particular with what does and what doesn't. I don't think I'm ready to decide yet, so let's just leave the slot open. Does anybody here want to take big moves now? This is the guy with the most expensive moves in the game already. Do I want to make them even more expensive? Actually, you know what? Galactica Fall is already 99 TP. So if I gave him big moves, can that even go any higher? Would it charge me over 100 TP for the move? Is that even possible within the game's code? I mean, surely it's gotta be, right? But I think big moves could work on him. His stuff's strong enough already. He's got a kickstat of 393. He's not desperate for it, but if we just consider him a one and done type guy with his moves anyway, you know what? Yeah. Shall we do it? He's got Spirit big moves, but big moves would help a ton as well for when the Spirit has packed in. This could be a mistake, but I can always replace it with something else later on, much as I've only got 3 of these things. Let's see how much Galactica Fall costs when we've got big moves applied. So those are my 2 changes to the team. Let's get into the match now, since we've delayed long enough. This is the first match of the Despair route. Nelly's a bit of a Danganronpa fan, and we're going to be bringing in Fallen Zeus. I've actually been playing a Danganronpa fan game lately. My only real exposure to fan games up to this point was making this. By being in the fan translation project for Go Galaxy, and also previously playing the English fan patch of The Great Ace Attorney 1 on 3DS. That's as far as it's gone. I've only ever played fan translations. I've never just played a fan game, or at least not since the likes of Super Smash Flash on whatever they used to call Flash Player. There you go, showing my age again. But yeah, I have actually been really enjoying. It's a South Korean project by just basically one fan. Pause button wasn't working there. Whoa. But it got... What is up with the gravity here? What is this pitch? Where are we? That went forever. Oh well, I've had so much criticism in the comments for forfeiting when I'm doing badly in a match that I might as well just hit the button again since I'm already there. You know, if you're going to hate on me for quitting, keep it up. I love my comment engagement on the rise, but yeah, if you've ever played Danganronpa or another, there's your comment question. Who's your favourite character in Danganronpa or another? So I'm in chapter 5 at the moment, but I'm looking forward especially to playing the second one, probably sometime after I've moved house, which dates the video. But you know what, I'm going to date the video further because, again, it's public knowledge that I've been moving house, and I will be doing it next week officially, into the new place finally. There's a proper pass. Let's get it to Arculus. Yeah, so I'm going to date the video properly by saying that currently, at the time of recording this, it is Aurelia Dingle's birthday. Aurelia Dingle, my favourite manager in this Inazuma 11 series. Unless you go with Jade Green purely because of the voice. Let's go for a white breath on Poseidon. So this is still going to be different to the Chronostones matches because of course they've got totems now. Same team, different day. But yeah, happy birthday Aurelia, or Otani if you're using the Japanese names. we've got a type advantage on double God Hand, so that's looking nice and handy. We'll later find out how much his moves cost with big moves applied. But yes, so I'll do as many videos as I can record today with this particular backdrop, and then once again it will be changing. Do I bring Pasari up to the front? Not yet, because she's only got either a really bad blocky move in Mystifying Mist, or a really expensive one in Obliteration. So I think she needs to be rooted more to the back line. Artemis, wow, you've in the Despair route brought out your S-Gene, as it were, to come face to face with the one and only Simeone. Let's pick who's getting their spirit next, because we're on a good start already. I presumably have Tezcat down the other side, or maybe it should just be Simeon himself. I just have to decide where to pass to next, but yeah, let's go with Simeon. But yeah, so the new house is all ready to go. I just need to formulate where everything is going to fit. I'm sure at this point in time you will have already seen it in a stream or two. I've probably done some Hakuoki or some Inazuma 11.3 Bomb Blast with that backdrop. Depends when this actually manages to come out. I haven't been able to... I'm very into... Like, I'm glad that streaming is actually something that this channel does now. I've always kind of left that domain to TXM, because there isn't really room for two Inazuma 11 streamers, to be honest, but that was why I ended up basically doing most of my streams not about Inazuma 11. And then Bomb Blast I needed to start doing for the sake of a video project, which I presumably haven't finished yet, but it's not exactly a secret. I can say that I've always done videos like Inazuma 11.3 Lightning Bolt, all all exclusive scenes, so all of the Paolo Bianchi stuff and all of the Apostles from the Sky stuff. Just wanted to hear that goal celebration, and yeah, I did it for all the way up to Chronostone's Wildfire. Supernova didn't get one because it doesn't have any version exclusive scenes before you beat the game for some reason. It's quite sad. But yeah, the first one I ever did was for Bomb Blast, and it was very incomplete. I didn't actually record all of the scenes and was just in a foul mood, because the only reason I even started that recording in the first place was because I had recorded my match against Fire Dragon in the main Let's Play, lost my recording because I'd saved, it just glitched and I'd already saved the game. I don't have room for another yet. I could Mark of the Berserker if need be, get rid of Poseidon's totem. We'll see on that one. Arculus is not going to be able to afford any moves, but if we can get him to the front, that'd be cute. Well, it would have been cute. It would have been unrealistic to ask for as well. We'll keep things going, but yeah, that was basically just a video I'm not very proud of, so I'm remaking it. It just involves playing through all of Inazuma 11.3 again, which not a big task, but maybe I've gotten quite far with it. Keep an eye on your sub feeds for any streams of that and the like. That was almost going to be Prozari getting involved there, and instead Aphrodite currently looks like Goldie, who we've just replaced. Oh dear. Next time I get an Ultimate Evolution manual, well, I guess it has to be a catch one in particular. Like, Terry is probably the guy who would benefit the most from having an Ultimate Evolution manual, basically because I could take the super cheap Blam Dunk and make it extremely expensive and good. Xavier, can you beat that outright? 800 power? Oh yeah, we Ultimate Evolved Chrysanthemum and Katana, didn't we? I forgot that. Oh well, let's get a different ultimate move in there instead. I'm going to counter it. I'm also going to watch all the animations, but that's something I need to point out actually, because yeah, let's get the shot chain going. Cool. It was a, I believe, Brazilian, possibly Portuguese subscriber called João Martins, who said in my Big Sister 11 match in the previous route, Basically, I had one... In that match, I won 4-0, and I was right about to get to the goal for my 5th, and then I got timed out, and I lost with it. Well, I won with an A rank instead of an S. I actually would have made it there in time if I'd been skipping animations, because I think this is the biggest clue as to why I do so much better off-screen than when I'm playing on-screen. Great goal, Xavier, thank you very much. Caleb's going to take the credit, of course. But I think that would have scored without him anyway, because the AI is just programmed to do a regular catch on shot blocks. But Xavier, I don't think, can afford to do any more now. He can do an Asterox, and that's about it. And maybe I should have kept Goldie along after all, huh? Let's put Simi in there. We're doing well enough. I want a Mike kind of day, because Mike is also one of the lead strikers in my... You know what, we'll talk about that afterwards. Remind me, the keywords are table for 11, and if I forget to say anything else about table for 11, then you know what to prompt me on in the comments. But, yeah, so I totally forgot that... So obviously you can skip move animations in competition routes in the Go games. You could not do that in Inazuma 11.3, so competition route matches always kind of took forever. But it was, you know, it was fair enough. We needed to see the whole of Emperor Penguin number 3 every single time. I always show the animations for video purposes in this, because it would all just be going by in the blink of an eye if I was skipping everything. And moves look cool. I want to show what moves actually look like. So I never skip, like, as a hard policy, I never skip them in my videos unless I'm really in some kind of rush to chain a few different moves together. But apparently a regular catch, that was all he could afford. This is going by swimmingly. Nice one. Oh yeah, we've still got the Texas kit on, lol. Oh, I'm Simeon from Texas, so it's a good job that Mike is back on the lineup after all, because oh yeah. Yeah, this is for Texas and all of that. So, yeah, basically, if you skip an animation in a competition route match, you actually get the time back that you would have lost by watch. Like the clock continues to go down during animations. It's not at the same pace. Oh, I actually auto-won that and then I got timed out. Maybe if I'd been skipping animations, I would have had time to do something. But yeah, it's like I don't want to skip animations because it would make the videos a little weird to watch. It would just be all bottom screen and no top screen action whatsoever. I will shift Mike and Tezcat around so that we can at least... Well, mind you, we only need one goal. We've got special tactics to do it. Do we want to try and do this with Sarabi? Yeah. Let's not doubt myself. Xavier is still here. He can now afford... No, he can't. He would have been able to afford... No, it was 85 all along. So stop talking. Let's put Prezari in the middle. And you can be Sol. Let's go with that. Yes. One more goal to go and we will use special tactics if it comes to it. Hopefully that won't be necessary. But I do want to get one with Mac, ideally. Because, yes, he's part of table for 11. So let's finish one topic and move on to another. Basically, if I've been skipping animations, I would have more time on the field to actually make plays. But it's something I'm not willing to do unless it's starting to really get down to the wire. I will be forced to consider it if I'm running out of time in a match. There's no point sitting there and watching animations when I could be actually getting something done. So, point taken from that. Thank you to Zhao for making me more keenly aware of that fact and how I was causing my own slip-ups on purpose, effectively. In the name of... It's called throwing for content, is the official terminology for this. But speaking of throwing for content, wouldn't it be funny if I went to play against Table for 11 in the fan mod Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy Clan Cup that was made by Loic MDF. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. It's spelled Loic, but it's French language because the guy's from Mauritius. But I don't know very much about French, so I can't tell you much. There's the 5-0, no tactics required. Let's just make sure they don't score on us now. I'll bring out Terry's defences when we get the opportunity. And then we can just mess about trying to score with Mike and stuff. But yeah, so there is a mod now. It's been out for a while at the time of this video's release, but I've never had the opportunity to talk about it. Lots and lots of streamers and YouTubers in the Inazuma 11 fandom, like myself, TXM, Adri Silva, a lot of the French YouTubers, for example, a representative of the entire Rose Griffin server, which I have been in touch with from time to time. Delise, my karaoke partner, got me into it. Let's see if we can get to the front with Simeon. Yeah, lots and lots of different YouTubers were invited to submit their own team, and they are basically in there not as a level 99 team, but as a level 180 team. Yeah, they just boost the capabilities of teams beyond level 99 in this mod to make them even harder. And so I have a level 180 team. It's called Table for 11, and I will explain the joke here because basically I went to a Smash tournament once in York, and there's a format called Crew Battles where you get into a team of 5 and you all collectively share each other's stocks, lives effectively, across one continuous match, so you like swap players. As soon as I've lost 3, I sub in my teammate to use the teams next. I was the captain of a team, so I wanted to call my team Toaster's Table for 5. And the reason I called myself Toaster's Table for 5 is because at the previous tournament I was there, I told them my tag was TaleOfTheToaster, and they wrote it on the whiteboard as Table for Toaster. So Table for Toaster to me is like my fake name, which I don't get the chance to use very much. Great War. We got a crit with Mike. I want to see this go in. Let's not mess with me here. Should be fine, I think. Type. We'll skill up and down. Mike gets a goal! He didn't say anything, but he spun the ball on his little finger. Oh, oomph! Very good. But yeah, so it's like Toaster's Tale of the Toaster becomes Table for Toaster. That's not Prezari. Table for Toaster becomes Toaster's Table for 5, and then finally when I got a team in the Clan Cup mod, I'm now Table for 11. So it's got a picture of me as the coach, and the team is entirely of my own design. So Mike is in there as the main striker alongside Ozrock and Bylong. I made Ozrock the captain purely for the sake of the voice acting. But to me, Mike's the real captain. Just, well, Mike does have goal lines as well, to be fair, if I did want to go down that route. Let's go for Atlas, please. We know that Aphrodite doesn't have that much strength. I can go for a special tactic, I suppose. But people have been getting so sad at me using them lately that I feel like I don't want to. Oh, I've got a type disadvantage here. Only 857 though, that's so weak. This clearly is meant to be the first level 99 route that you take on, because I'm not going to lie, this has been a cakewalk. Which is good for having the chance to experiment with new teams, I suppose. But yeah, this hasn't really proven any sort of challenge compared to previous ones. Maybe this is just going to be more of a victory lap type route, but it didn't make sense to open with the same teams in both different series. But if you want to download the Go Galaxy Clan Cup, hopefully I remembered to put it in the description. If I didn't, tell me in the comments that I didn't, and then I'll do it. And I'll probably leave a pinned comment about it as well. But yeah, the mod will have been out for a while now, but you can take on my team alongside TXM's, and all being well, I probably did play against it myself anyway in Tom's charity stream, which will have long happened by now, but at the time of recording it's happening in 6 days from now. I told you it's Aurelia's birthday at the time of filming, so you can very easily work this out. But yeah, thank you to Loic. I know there was a Eurovision singer from Switzerland with that name. Cause if we die tomorrow, how do we make them see us? Yeah, you didn't need to hear that, but that was Loic's song, so that was for you. That was for you if you're watching. Yeah, so so yes, Tale of the Toaster is in an Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy mod with a really hard team, and it's got Mike on there, it's got Prezari, which is why I was so keen to bring her back today, and she didn't get to do anything, and we get God knows at least. There's a lot in there, so hope you enjoy it. But for now, we've beaten Fallen Zeus with a 6-0, and we didn't even use a single special tactic, nor did their Star Striker really put us in any great danger whatsoever. I don't think the pitches especially change gravity or anything like that as this goes along. So hopefully this is going to be pretty clean sailing. So for now, it's been Tale of the Toaster. Catch you in another. Ta-ra!